about to be taken this time by Newling. Bit ahead of the mark. Called back by the touch judge. Decides to go himself. Almost up to the quarter line. He said, if you wouldn't let me go there before, I'll go there this time. This is Bowden. Wilson. Outside then is Kelly coming through. Up over the quarter. Eventually put down. Newtown, a chance to show their wares. Michael Ryan comes up as dummy half. Swinging it back to Wilson. Then across the other way, going through there is Lance. Quickly coming on to Sigsworth, and he's through. Made it look oh so easy. Did Phil Sigsworth, the fullback for Newtown, coming straight up the centre. And we'll have another look at that one now, but a flying start to Newtown after just 9.5 minutes of play.
Years ago, but now I think both the clubs and the players are very keen to be involved.
You wouldn't have minded being around when you were out there, John?
Would have been very handy.
Newtown with Sigsworth playing it back over there to Michael Ryan. Coming through very solidly is the second row Murphy. He'll play it now. Newtown starting to warm up to the task a bit. Away from dummy half is the winger Graham. He's coming over there and he's kicked forward. Following out after it, he's going to be the first one there. It's only a matter of diving on it. Ferguson's there to make sure. No doubts. And so Newtown in for another very, very easy try. No one at home there for the Queensland Country, and as I said... Here's Ferguson cutting through again. Oh, and it's all over. Ferguson cutting down that wing, which is probably unmarked at this stage. So we'll have another look at that one, but that's Ferguson. Scrum packing down, in by Wilson. Walmsley very keen to get across there, but the referee, Eddie Ward, wants it in again. Hasn't had a lot of success with scrums tonight, as referee Ward. This will be another Newtown ball. That's Wilson to Sigsworth. Runs into the tackle of the centre in Finlay. Working it out this time to Bowden. Hancock's going to leave the field. He doesn't look too good at the moment, walking off over there.
He's got his rubbery legs on, hasn't he?
And that's the last straw for Queensland Country, I'd say. And a bit of a worry for State of Origin selectors. He'll be naming that side tonight after these two matches here at Lang Park. Just 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. Newtown to Ferguson. Ferguson starting to move solidly. They almost got those players, the player leaving the field then. Oh, here's a go. Back it comes over this time to Graham. Graham tried to turn it back inside to Ryan. Ryan diving at it through his legs. Queensland Country will end up with it, I'd say, but the referee to play a knock on. Just about on the half-time break. There she goes. Referee Ward calls a halt to play. And so I'd go along with you there, 100%.
Yes, I think he might have been just squaring up.
That thing doesn't happen with referees or players, does it?
Of course it doesn't.
Well, you can see quite noticeably from there that he virtually looked as if he was trying to pass it back more than anything. Anyway, here's Phil Sigsworth and another Newtown ball. Sigsworth through, making it look so easy, and he's away. He'll score. Gee whiz. That doesn't say much for the Queensland Country defence at all.
Added the terms all night, hasn't he? I don't think he'll have to have his shorts laundered because I think he hasn't been put on the ground.
It's Sigsworth again from the kick-off, back into the in-goal area. He'll bring it up into the field of play. And probably a little bit further than that, which he does. Eventually, Martin Bella, the man underneath. And he's holding on for a little bit there. Sigsworth wasn't terribly happy about it, but I don't think you need to get too worried at this stage. That's Bowden. Just past the quarter line. Newling to dummy half. Wilson again. O'Grady. O'Grady through the centre. Now looking for supports, but eventually pulled down right on the halfway mark. Dwyer was the tackler underneath. About to play it. Newtown just about doing what they like at this stage. Wilson again. Over there to Ellis, and then he got it to Murphy. Two second rowers are getting through plenty of running.
He's actually tackled by his own man there, Bill. Or run into his own man and knocked down.
Well, there's a penalty coming up now because Queensland Country man who was there didn't let him get up to play the ball.
It's a pity this is getting away from some of these fellows because there's a number of young players in this side that have quite a future in the game of rugby league in the Queensland countryside, but this sort of thing doesn't do them much good. Certainly their confidence.
Okay, now we see the kick for touch by Wilson. Brings play up to just short of the quarter line. So Newtown will be very, very dangerous from here as the tap is taken back there by Graham. And eventually the man to end up with it is Kelly. He'll play it now to back across to Wilson. That's Les Mara, who dummied to Sigsworth. He's through the gap. He's coming up to Dwyer, turns it back inside, and Alan McMahon will stroll away for the try. Oh, so easy. Les Mara, who came on green to kick off. Down to Phil Sigsworth again, who'll take it on the bounce and decide to have a bit of a run from there. Pushed away the first tackle, that of Green. Eventually claimed by Garrett. Dummy half McMahon. The big centre up to the quarter line. Dummy half coming around will be Newling. Wilson. Mara. Ooh, coming through very solidly with Ellis. O'Grady. Then away this time to Graham. Graham down the touchline, looking back inside for support and finds Ryan. Ryan away from the tackle, and he's away. And Newtown in for another one. Ryan is over for the try. Coming around to try and cut him off over there was Connell, but quickly got away from him. Tackle counted just as well. They're taking plenty of risks now and just no worries, I think. Bulldogs doing as they wish. 2 minutes to go before the three-quarter time break. 28-2 is the margin. Newtown very, very much in control. Sigsworth made that break from dummy half, and the man to back him up and take the pass from him and almost scored was the hooker Newling for Newtown. Kavanagh is in there as the halfback now for Queensland Country. Ball back through his legs on that occasion, and it was Green on the wing who was the player who ended up with it. He's down again as Green. Meanwhile, this is Bella away from dummy half. So all Queensland Country have to do from the next minute or so is to hold on to that ball. Up as dummy half is Muller. Back to Wormsley, who's going to have a kick. Straight back. Ooh, Ferguson pulled it back inside, but it's just into touch. Touch and go in it, but the touch judge coming up and ruling it, just found it into touch there. So we'll see the scrum. Into the final minute of the third quarter. Queensland Country a little eager to get down to the scrum. Maybe they think that's the only chance they've got. Didn't do much good either, because Wilson away from the back of the scrum to be quickly claimed over there by Henry. About to play it. Dummy half is O'Grady. Mara. McMahon to Ryan. Nice tackling on that occasion. No chance of Newtown moving much at all. Mara to dummy half. Bowden. Tackler will be Kerr underneath. Final 20 seconds coming up. Wilson. Lost. Popchi coming in. No, it's not. It's Phil Gould is the replacement player. That's Henry. Gould is on for Newtown. Giving a few players a run, and why not? Muller. Gould is the tackler. That's the end of the third quarter. So at this stage, Newtown with a commanding lead over Queensland Country. It's 28-2. Moved into the centres to take the place of Michael Ryan in the Newtown lineup. Here's Newtown, very, very close to that line again. Wilson is all around the blind side. Wilson's up as dummy half. Sigsworth up there about to play it. Wilson gets it across then to the front row of Kelly. Kelly's going for that line. Reaching out. No, he's lost it. No try. He was very keen to score the try.
Yes, he's hungry for the points, isn't he?
He had a couple of players in front of him. Queensland Country.
And probably this is the best that Queensland Country has defended all night, isn't it?
Well, there aren't those huge holes that we've seen before. Here's Sigsworth going through again now. You can have another look. He does have about 3 players to try and get through. And as you can see, he's wrestled about all over the place, down, and just reaching over there now. It's definite.
For Newtown to play as it is for the spectators watching it.
Well, you tend to...
The interest has gone right out of it.
And tend to come down to the level of the others too. Here's Wilson, straight through the gap. Shut the gate, it's all over. They won't catch him, will they? No, they won't. He's there. Not a bad try to have a go at him. As the winger. Wilson working it across to Gould. Sigsworth, oh, this is good. O'Grady. O'Grady getting it away then to Graham. Graham pulled down a couple of metres short of halfway. O'Grady to dummy half. Wilson again. Gould. Starting to hit their straps on Newtown. Coming through very solidly is Mara. Oh, stepped away from Dwyer. Here's a try. Mara over the quarter line. No chance of stopping him. And it's on again. Les Mara over underneath the posts. And Newtown. Him over there to end up with the ball. Popchi the dummy half. Back across field. Bugden onto Kelly. Kelly put down 20 metres out. Coming through is Ellis again. Ellis unloaded over there this time. Another try on the way, and that's Graham. Graham is in for another one, and it looked oh so easy on that occasion. And Craig Ellis, who's been involved in a lot here tonight, has been able to Newtown line. Wait for the tap to be taken. Muller sending it back to Henry. Henry's going to put up the up and under. There's the full-time hooter. Taken back there by O'Grady, and it's all over. Newtown have defeated Queensland Country by 43 points to 2. And that, of course, is very handy for Newtown tonight. They become the top qualifier with 62 plus. But what we must do now is give you the voting and the Man of the Match award tonight and the Superstar Series. And 1 point goes to Craig Ellis, the second rower. 2 points to Ken Wilson. And 3 points, and the Man of the Match is Phil Sigsworth, the Newtown fullback. And you'll just see him on the right of your screen, leaving the field there with Bradley Garrett. So it's Phil Sigsworth, the Man of the Match tonight. And by picking up those 2 points, Ken Wilson now goes to 4 points, and that means that he's the current leader, John, in the Superstar Series. So it's pretty tight voting all the way around.
It is tight voting.
I don't think too many people would complain about Phil Sigsworth being the Man of the Match tonight.
He must be looking now at being one of the real, if not the form fullback in Sydney. And certainly, you know, there's a few fullbacks around that have been playing fairly, but nothing as brilliant as this fellow when he's at his top.
OK, John, thanks for being with us tonight in the KB Cup.
Thanks very much, Bill.
We'll see you again. This is Billy J. Smith signing off from Lang Park.